You think it works? It does. That's great. Public. There we go. Save. Oh, I am EB. Okay, so let's see. So Twitch is going. Great. YouTube. YouTube is going, and then YouTube is now on a longer delay. In order, or so as to have the VOD be higher quality. Just because, yeah, because the point of the YouTube stream in the first place is just kind of have a VOD. So that's good. I'm tired. I didn't get the greatest sleep, but so be it. Okay. I think, here's what I think. I think we're gonna play some more Minecraft today. Hot take. Cause we still have, I want to beat hardcore. And look, there's your splits. So I am gonna go ahead and boot up the game. Think about that. I'm gonna need some water though. Oh, I'm tired. I'm really tired. I've been more tired recently. I don't know why. Probably because I'm not pummeling caffeine down my throat, if I had to guess. But I doubt that's the whole reason, you know? I just been more tired. Let me crack open a window. Or the window more. Okay. So, goal for today obviously is to beat the Ender Dragon. If it don't work out, then I'm gonna do a hard cutoff at like 9. Just because I'm tired in the first place, and that's when like Last of Us new episode will come out. Now you need to be moved up a lot. Because I didn't realize. Let me do full screen. No, that's not. Oh, not full screen source. I want full screen preview. Oh. There. Okay. Exit. There we go. Now, do I remember what the button is to resume the timer? Pause OM5. Which one is OM5? Whatever, it's fine. Alright. Alright, shit. Alright, let me hit. Please be the right one. Come on. Fuck! God damn it. Oh, and I can't control Z that. That's annoying. Edit splits. Start time at. What was it at? Hold on. I hit the wrong button. Okay. It ended at 5:17. What? 5. Start timer at 5:17:24.650. Maybe? Okay. Beautiful. Worked. Now, if I press this button, it resumes us. Okay. Alright, let's just get into it. Okay. Okay, back to where we were. Right. Back to, nope, that's not what I wanted. Back to where we were. So I got the food cooking. My throat is already feeling sore. Is it worthwhile to get more ender pearls? Probably. But do we just do the... I think we just do the go to... Y'all, can you quiet down a little bit? I think we just do the... No, while this is cooking... Grab this, put this in. I'll make another furnace. I think while these are cooking, we should go back to the mines, try to get some more gold. You guys like never shut the fuck up. Okay. Oh, that's gold. So how much? This gets us 18. Then maybe one from each of these. So that's 23. I think, let me just go get some more gold just in case. And then, sun setting or sun rising? I need torches. Torches. Okay. Let's go get more gold. Just get more gold. No harm in getting the extra gold. That way I can try to trade more with the ender pearls, or for the ender pearls. I think that'll work out. I gotta say, I've had a perhaps less than interesting like 24 hours or so since yesterday's stream. Not that that is necessarily surprising, but that there's not necessarily a lot more on the mind. Dude, I'd be needing something to drink soon. Let me just go fill up a... hold on. I'm gonna just go fill up a glass of water real quick. Pause. There, okay. 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 Resume. Great. Encoding overloads. Like, what did I even do in the past 24 hours? I went to some, like, Harvard little festival thing that Javi invited me to. And that was just earlier today. He was like, I'm gonna take my socks off. He told me, come over to Harvard Square Stat. Because there's a big festival going on. And there's a Scientology booth. And I'll admit, that piqued my interest. And I was like, okay, I'll come. So I went, I brushed my teeth, because I was just kind of lounging around. Playing Lego Star Wars Complete Saga on the Steam Deck. And, go on over, prep a camera kit, go on over. But while I was going over, I was kind of in a less than enthusiastic mood in the first place. And so, like, I was trying to think through, like, okay, well, what's the idea of me going over here? Because if I'm going for the Scientology booth, and it's like, okay, well, presumably I'm going to do some bit here, right? So what's the bit? And I couldn't really think of a good one because it's like, look, I think most can agree Scientology, definitely wacky, but like, and like kind of a cult, not kind of, probably a cult. But at the same time, like, actually, maybe I'm getting too woke. Because I was about to start pulling out the cultural relativism argument. Okay, that's a problem. So I should deal with that before more spawn. Maybe I am the one friend that's too woke. Because I was about to pull out cultural relativism on Scientology. And I think most can agree that Scientology is a bit of a bridge too far. But it's like, man, like, low-key, our government is being run by, like, fascists, like, outright fascists right now. And so, it kind of feels meaningless and unnecessary to make fun of Scientologists. Now, do they deserve it? Yeah. I'm not saying they don't. Because as I said, Scientologists, definitely wacky. But it just doesn't feel like a good usage of time or energy. Okay, there's not a sensor in here. Yeah. So it's like, okay. So I mean, I could. Or I was kind of then thinking like, well, let me see if I can come up with a bit. Or like, can I come up with a bit? Because maybe the bit justifies, the end justifies the means, I guess. And then as I was going over there, I just like really couldn't come up with one. It's like, what do I do? It's not like I have stats on hand to be like, you guys are fucking horrible. And then I'm like, look at all these stats of you guys being horrible. Alright, so you guys will deal with each other. But, you know, instead it's more so like, I didn't have any, it's like if I were going there to be contentious, I don't have anything on hand, any material to use against them, any talking points, or anything prepared. And so it's like, then what am I doing? Well, I guess I could go over and I could like take the little machine thing that they have and have them say how like my soul is really fucked up. But like kind of like, again, is that worth? I don't know. Because also, even if I record it, what's the product then? It's just a video of me going over and getting my things checked. Like, that's a good bit, only when in context of something else. Like, that's a good joke. It's not necessarily a full bit. Like, if I were doing a video recording of, like, the whole festival, then yeah, that's a good bit. To just have, like, one cutaway shot be me interacting with the Scientology booth. But I don't know. It didn't feel, as I was going through the whole little, like, festival farmers market like thing, it I don't know. I was going through it by myself because Javi had already disappeared. And it was just kind of lonely. I don't know, just like seeing people there with their friends or significant others or whatever, and then just me walking through, and then like, you know, I'm getting frugal, or at least becoming more so in adulthood, which I guess I am in at this point. And so it's like, you know, I go, It's like there's all these different booths and shit that are selling all these different kind of trinkets and whatever. It's like, could I get some? Sure. Am I opposed to getting one? No. Like, I could get one. There might be something really cool there, and I could get it, and I could find a lot of satisfaction with it. I don't doubt that. But I went through, and I didn't find anything that provided satisfaction, or that was seemingly interesting. And so it's like, there was like some little paintings there that were neat, but it's like, man, I don't know. It's a painting. I could get it, but where do I have to put it up right now? You know? Like, I got 2 framed pictures of like Pokemon, or of like graphics that I like, that I have sitting over there in their frames laying down. Because it's like, I don't really have any great spot for them. Like, I don't want to put nails in the walls to have issues with the apartment people. So it's like, where would I put the art? Or it's like, I know some people will like rotate their art that they have out. So like, I could bring it back home and then put it up and then rotate out some of like the other art pieces that I have currently hung up. It's like, yeah, I guess I could. But I'm like not the kind of motherfucker, at least with the art that like is appealing to me to buy in the first place. It's like not the kind of art that you would catch me just like ogling at. Like, it's pretty, and it's nice, and it's atmospheric, but it's not like, you know, art to like be like, whoa, this really has a lot of comments about our like materialistic nature in society, you know. It's like a pretty painting of a landscape that like has strong, vibrant colors. So it's like, I hang that up. It's pretty. Yeah, it makes for a great decoration. Yeah. But like, you won't catch me sitting on the couch being like, damn, I went crazy with that painting purchase. No, it's just a painting. Now, certainly I could go and get some more abstract thing that like has more of that deeper purpose. But then it also kind of goes back to, well, what's the point? I'm just buying a painting. It's just another purchase of another product. Maybe in a way that's more meaningful because it is able to convey some deeper meaning through another medium. But at the same time, I'm not getting some crazy satisfaction from it. You exploding would actually be great. Ooh, but that is worse. Alright, time to go. I don't have any coal on me. 21 gold. That's pretty decent. Especially in combo with that. That infinity is nice. Especially in combination with that, the 18 we already have. Now, how do I get out of here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghettios. So, like, I went through, and I didn't buy anything. There were the paintings, which I just talked about. There was the... There was, like, some neat-looking hats. But, like, low-key, there is very much a double standard for hats. Like, that sounds like a spider that's coming towards me. A fucking cishet white guy with generic style t-shirts and gym pants, or gym shorts and jeans. You catch my ass wearing a fedora, like, that's whack. And I get it. I won't oppose it. That's why, even though I'm a fan of that genre of hat, you will only catch me wearing it in rare instances. Like trilbies or fedoras or top hats and the such. But like, real shit, and no hate by this. Lesbians get to rock that shit. Girls get to rock that shit. They get to rock that shit. There's no extra societal standard placed upon them of being an incel due to the fact that they're wearing a specific kind of hat. Instead, it's placed on them if they were to use a specific kind of water bottle. But like, you know. So I saw some fedoras, or trilbies, or whatever you want to call them. And like, they were looking neat, and I like some of the designs, because it had like flora on the sides. But it's like, man, I know the perception if I were to wear one of those out and about. Nor would I necessarily blame the person making that judgment call. That's a societal one that's been set up. And so to get mad at the person is to get frustrated with the victim rather than the perpetrator. But rather like, all right, let me just go above ground. But rather, like I can't do it, which is kind of a bummer. Uh-oh. That's another cave spider spawner. Alright, I think it's time to go. Where are you? There was like some bucket hats there as well on sale. But I've never been a bucket hat person. Like I've only tried them previously in terms of like more out of utilization or utility rather than fashion. And like, at least during those instances of utility, it hasn't felt like my kind of thing. Maybe it has, and it's just been years since I've tried it. But it's like, there are some cute designs, but it's like, you know. Not super appealing. And so I went through the whole place, and it's like, it's kind of it. Like there were scarves or some things, or purses, but, you know, I don't really have any possible utility out of those. At least for myself. So it was just kind of like, alright, well, I'm more walking around here as a observer to this environment instead of a, like, not necessarily a consumer, but like a participant. And it's like that kind of thought process is never a fun one to be in terms of mental state and how it affects you. Because even though it's not necessarily bad, it can easily lead itself to badness. And so I was like, all right, I walked through. I thought about recording some things, but I ultimately decided against it. And kind of that was that. So I went back on the subway. So like that was today. But like I woke up at like 8, 9, just kind of farted around, playing Complete Saga. And then that was maybe at 1, 2. That was like right before 1. So then I came back, was forced to look at different jobs available only for really none of them to be that appealing. But whatever. I don't know if it was because of what I said yesterday about the idea of working for some group that is in opposition of my morals. I don't think it was because of that necessarily, but the timeline certainly checks out. But it was just like today I was more in looking for the companies and stuff. Like a lot of them are just companies I'd never heard of before. Nor realistically would I have. It was like accounting firms or consultation firms and looking for marketing people. And it's like, okay, ultimately, like, you, an accounting firm, you want to get on TikTok. You want to get popular on TikTok, presumably. What realistically would be the best way to do that? Most likely to make the kind of TikTok that ends up being rage bait. Like the... What was it? Like that circle of like HR women who are all like chanting together as the camera goes like in and out. And they're like ba 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 ba, and it goes to each of them, and it's like matcha tea and an easy day, matcha tea and an easy day, and then there's one who's like big trench coat and a sneaky link, big trench coat and a sneaky link. It's like if you want to get TikTok viral as an accounting firm, you need to post something like that. But I don't know if you really want to get TikTok viral from doing that, because those people got so ruthlessly trashed online for a myriad of reasons, but one of them being like it feeling incredibly out of touch. So like also, if I'm to make like promo shit for this accounting company, you know, it's like, to what degree am I then sacrificing myself to then be out of touch in a way? Because we're in an era of, you know, rising unemployment and all these kinds of things. And so like if you're trying to depict your work environment as like so happy-go-lucky and fun or whatever, then like that's just kind of like, you know, TikTok and the creator space is largely the land of the independent, of the individual. And like, so then to encroach on that as the corporation, as the like, okay, well look at this shit, look at us, is a bit, I don't know, dare I say fucked up? Or will be met with displeasure, I guess. I guess my vocabulary being so odd with these streams is probably just a side effect of increased Northern Lion intake. But, like, okay, tiempo, bit after midday. But, like, you know, it's so... it's out of touch. So then if I were to work as a social media intern for one of these companies and I'm supposed to be like making them look cool, and so what I end up doing is I go out on people's lunch breaks and be like, hey, do you want to record this TikTok of you dancing and saying a script that I put together for you, or talking about your personal life? It's like, that might go viral. But I would say a large portion of its virality would be due to the like difference in how, or the like incorrect tone. I need a shield. That's what I need. Like the out of touchness of it. That's how you go viral as a company. You either make something that's like really funny, or you are out of touch extremely. Considering it would likely just be me as the social media intern, like it's certainly more likely to be that out of touch thing, just in order to hit the employer's desires of putting out something. Oh, he's all banged up. I don't know. I think it's not easy, because it's also like, I think people are so easily capable of seeing through. That's not what I meant to do. Of seeing through the intent behind. Oh, he's probably all banged up from all these fucking bushes. Or might be easier for you. I think people are very have gotten good over the years of being able to sniff out like corporate backing, I guess. Like being able to know when something is like clearly made for the purposes of one thing or another, or to boost the image of a company. And so to then kind of like sacrifice one's own credibility or brand image, likeness, to be used by a tool, or as a tool by a company to promote themselves, is possibly, sure, certainly short-term beneficial. What's up, Blue Flamey? Sorry, I only now just saw your message. I'm just rambling about jobs. It's like to if you were to be like a social media intern for something, or some company, some accounting firm, like short term, yeah, certainly it's helpful because you can put some bread on your table, and like that's good. We as a society all agree that bread is good, that money is nice. But if you're to then seek out something in the public eye later on, you know, I'm alright. Blue Flamey, if you're about to tell me that you're a digital artist, then respectfully, I decline the offer. If you're not, and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, then don't worry about it. Like, I don't know, like, you think about, like, AOC and how she did that, like, hey guys. She did some, like, BU, like, ad thing when she was younger and went to the school. And it's like, I don't know, it's a little goofy, it's a little silly by itself. It's not the worst thing in the world. But people frequently use it as some like, can barely make art. Well, then you're welcome to just stick around. It's just there's very frequently people who come through and they'll be like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing pretty well. You know, I make art sometimes, and so, you know, I can do Discord banners or whatever the hell. Or like, if you want to redo your branding so that you have an anime profile picture, like, I can help you out. I was like, no thanks. But if you want someone to listen to while you're making said art, then feel free to keep the stream on. I'll take the viewership. But for like the BU AOC video, it's like, I don't know. It's very frequently used as kind of like a gotcha. Not a gotcha. As like a, oh, look at this embarrassing thing you did previously. And I don't know how much she necessarily minds that. Because like, who knows? Maybe she's like, Yeah, it's chill. Whatever. It's just something I did previously. Like, I'm fine doing it. Like, no regrets. But I equally wouldn't be surprised if, like, part of her does certainly regret it. And that it's just, like, not like it's the end of the world, but just, like, kind of annoying that can be used by people who don't like you as some tool against you. As something in an attempt to be disparaging. And so it's like, well, you know, is it then the idea of life is to get those types of messages on Discord? Yep, they're common. Is then the goal of society to just then to always avoid that which may later on be embarrassing? Not necessarily. I think that's a very anxiety-riddled way of looking at the world. Then they charge 100 bones. That they do. And it's also probably half the times just like some ChatGPT generated thing. Or Midjourney or whatever. Is then the idea of life to just do nothing that might be embarrassing later on? I think then you're robbing yourself of potential pleasures for the now, for the current. But equally, it's like, you know, there should also be some semblance of self-preservation. Of like, well, this may be fun now, but like, you know, it may be cool to like feel cool in the moment to like chug a whole bottle of vodka and then piss off the side of a cruise ship or a speedboat or something. But infinity would be good. I don't know, I'm breaking. Can I get more? I can get... Okay, I can get another bookshelf. Like, that may feel sweet in the moment. I don't know. I haven't done it. But also, like, you can think, well, someone in this crowd of people behind me is recording it. And very likely someone is, if you then feel motivated enough to do it in the first place. Then that recording later on in your life could easily bite you in the ass. Shit, do I need another? But I think also, more importantly than oneself of a sense of embarrassment or cringe, I need the shield. Is like, because cringe is, what is it, client side? Is that the idea? There's some phrase that I saw on Twitter like a year ago that was like, you know, thinking about these things is cringing at something is purely because of one's own perception of it. Like, it's purely because of the judgment you pass on to whatever you're watching. So then, like, you know, in a sense, it's focused more on one's own reaction to things rather than how you react to something. You're trying to get to level 30. Not necessarily. I'm just trying to beat the Ender Dragon soon, but I want something better than this Power 1. And I have this Infinity book, and so if I can get like a Power 2 or a Solid Unbreaking, I don't know. If I can get just higher than this first one, then I'll probably take it. I need a shield. Could I put a banner on my shield? Do I have enough wool? Yeah. I'm gonna put a banner on my shield. What is it called? A loom? How do you do it? Okay. 1, 2. Hey, boo dude. I need to go back to Twitch chat. Hi, boo dude. I tried to talk to you. This is inner chat discussion. Oh, in YouTube. Oh, you did? Is the YouTube chat not working? Maybe. Did you do it yesterday? Yeah, this might be. It's because the Twitch chat is easier to view. That was today? It must just not be working then. Which is annoying. Yeah, I didn't see it on my end. Or on the little thing I have to be able to see it. But whatever. Well, it's a good thing you came over to Twitch. Because now I can see it. Let me see. Is there... Where can I see the chat? Because I have a little thing incorporated into OBS. Bozo64. Is this a real stream? Yep. It is a real stream. I just didn't see your message. Alright, well, I need to figure that out. Here, let me see if I can just real quick. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Hopefully that works now. Or not. Where was I? Oh, I was gonna make a banner. Okay. Now, don't apologize, it's good. It's something that I otherwise wouldn't be aware of. And I wanted it, and that's something that I want to fix in the future at least. Okay, how can I get dye? I guess I could make some blue patterns with the lapis. Is this the first time? What, where I haven't seen the message when I want to? As far as I know. But there very easily could have been other people previously. This is the first time playing hardcore Minecraft. Where the hell was I in my rant? Or my diatribe? Oh. To defeat the Ender Dragon. Not first time fighting an Ender Dragon. First time in hardcore doing it though. Let's do... I don't know. Let's do this. And then... Do I have any roses or anything? Can I turn that... Or maybe a sweet berry? Can I use this to turn into red? Nope. I mean, there's definitely roses outside. Can I turn you into red? Nope. Damn, y'all never shut the hell up. Daytime. Okay. I don't know. To live a life that's, meant to be... to avoid anything that might be detrimental to you in the future feels like, or seems like it would be to live a life that's avoiding anything and everything. Because everything could be detrimental to you in the future. Like... Alright, red dot in the middle. Why is this so deep? I don't know. It's fun. It's Minecraft. I love Minecraft. And, it's a very easy game to reflect on. Or reflect with. What do I want? Maybe like this. Yeah. Let's go with this. And then maybe like a white on top, because I definitely have bone meal. We can maybe do like a... What would be cool? Like a this. Or like a... This. Nah, that kind of looks whack. To talk about your personal stuff like that feels awesome. Much appreciated. It's just, I don't know, I like to be able to think out loud. And, what do I want? Let's just go with this. I'll put this down. Now let's go shear some sheep. Gives you hope for the future. That's not the response I was expecting. If anything, it feels like what I'm saying is very doomeristic, but hey, happy it's able to do a positive effect on some people. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I can yap all day about philosophy and the such. Where were the sheep that were here yesterday? They were like back in this area, and I think they were black sheep. There were probably some across the river as well. Hi, chicken. Were there none over here? What are you planning for the mission? I still need a few more Eyes of Ender. And then I have full diamond already. If I can get, I don't know the minimum amount of bookshelves to be able to get the like enchants to actually start increasing. If it's not that much more, because at this point I just need more sugarcane. Like, then if I can get some higher level enchants on the armor and sword, that'd be good. Will you edit this stream for a vid? Possibly. I don't know. Most likely if I do, it'll be like the, not necessarily like the normal thing of like, oh, look at this journey of me learning Minecraft and then going through. It's like, that wouldn't be the point of it. The point of it would rather be like, yo, it's a warm sheep or warm pig. The point of it would probably be like grabbing some of these specific clips, like specific moments of talking about like, I don't know, the Scientology at the festival, or the different little philosophy things I was talking about yesterday, and then to be like, well, here's a clip about this, and probably not on this channel. I have a different channel, which is kind of like, which I never use, but it's just kind of the like dump it, like extra clips channel. So I might, but it remains to be seen. I also have like a long car ride coming up in like a week. And so, you know, if I'm bored and needing stuff to do, then editing is certainly a viable thing. So it's a clip farm in a way, not intentionally. If I use it for videos, it would be to clip farm, but that's not necessarily the goal. The goal more so here was to beat hardcore Minecraft for the first time, since I've never really done a hardcore Minecraft playthrough. Oh, that's another village? Damn, that's close. And it's just, and then I use this opportunity to yap about different things in my life. And so, like, normally what I've done previously is like once a semester or like 3 times a year, I'll do like a stream where like I am like really intentionally talking about like the previous semester, the previous amount of time, my thoughts on it, the experience, reflecting on it, all these different things. And like, you know, that's a lot more personal than even just me here talking about Minecraft or talking about personal stuff while playing Minecraft. That's like more deeper. And then that I've previously, like, that's more for the intention of like putting my thoughts out there and then turning it into something. If I turn this into something, then it's just more because whatever. I felt like I could. There's possibly interesting things that I said. Or not. I don't know. But it remains to be seen. I'll probably have to go back over the VOD and see how, like, lucid I am. If my thoughts make sense. And, like, the stream of consciousness, or if they're, like, kind of clunky. Is that a sheep? Damn you. Yes. I need black wool. Baba black sheep, am I right? Yeah. There's also more sugarcane over there. I think largely I am someone who's very risk avoidant. You hope you edit you hope you edit this. You edit like this. Think this is a virus? Imagine. Oh, this like core style. I think that style is certainly possible, but it's like, I don't know, that's kind of like an attempt to do it ironically. Of like turning it on its head. Because normally with that style, you'll have people who are like, you know, go outside. You're missing out the importance of life. And like, it's not meant to be a like criticism of them. I kind of like those videos. But like, I would have to see if I have like some sentences that really hold strong together. And like are solid enough in that way. Because also to a certain degree, I'd feel uncomfortable making that. I don't know. I'd have to figure it out because I think it could be fun. Because it definitely, it hits hard, but I think if I were to edit myself in that way, it's kind of like, damn, look at me. You know? Look at me. Look at how inspirational the dumb shit I'm saying is. And it's like that kind of has, at least to me, would feel weird. Even if there is some value in the clips in that sense. And so, I don't know. Where's... I could use a grindstone. Damn, you guys got your own iron golem? You have any shit I can steal though? Me too. I don't remember what that's in reference to, but totally. Damn, there's so many babies around here. I don't know. I'd have to just go back over the footage. Do I have a shield? I do. Oh, and this is just some armor. Well, I don't need it. I'm kind of past that point, but I appreciate the offer. Do you guys have a library? Because if you do, I'm gonna tear it apart. But I promise you, it's for the betterment of your society. Because I'll use it to go kill a big mean dragon, which actually isn't doing anything to harm you as of the moment. But I'll kill him anyway. Doggy, do I have bones? No. As I was saying, I think ow. Bastard. I think I live a largely very risk-avoidant life. Partially just due to my upbringing. And, like, who I was raised by and stuff. And I think... I don't know. I think that lives in a stark contrast to my normal I was gonna say my normal sensibilities, but that doesn't make sense in what I'm trying to say. I think that is a stark contrast to my aspirations, because like you would think someone who's very conflict avoidant in life would be like, all right, let me like go to school. Hold on, I just got a comment on my script that I submitted for a class. Let's see. Nice job, see comments. Ah, so complimentary. You're mean. That's like in a large opposition to thank you. Thanks for the compliment on the script. That's in huge opposition to like the aspirations, because you would think that someone who is risk avoidant would be like, all right, well, you know, what's the most stable thing you could do? You go to college, specialize in like, I don't know, a doctorate or something. Yeah, I guess you don't specialize in a doctorate, but like you study like psychology or something, and then you go to med school. Or like, what's another like kind of inelastic job in terms of demand? Like, I mean, like doctors are always in demand. I feel like you could try to do some like generic white collar thing of like, I don't know, like accounting or something. Because I feel like being a fox, I don't remember how to tame foxes. Because I feel like, oh, really? Oh, actually, this is not the worst thing, because I wouldn't mind some slow falling potions. I feel like other white collar jobs like sales or, you know, like venture capital or, all right, where are the other ones? There you are. You can't tame a fox? I know, you have to like rebreed it and then you can tame the baby or something. I don't remember exactly how it works. Nor are they really that useful enough to justify it. Bro, oh, come on, there you go. Are you coming for me or not? I think it's one membrane ain't so bad. I think a lot of other white collar jobs though, like a lawyer or venture capital, like I think there are some volatility to it. Or like an investor, because like you got to be smart, and like you have to be smart in the given circumstances of life. And I feel like, especially with the past few years' life, all of life has been volatile. And so, ow. Ooh, you hurt. Do you think they'll attack the skeleton now? Oh, it totally will. No, it totally won't. Okay, you are causing issues. Like, I don't know. I feel like law... I mean, maybe normal law is, like, fine right now. But it just feels like, I don't want to say big picture law. But, like, US politics law... Like, it feels like people are just losing their minds on what you're supposed to do for it. Like seeing a bunch of things being violently, or not violently, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Very obviously violated. So like, what's a stable job no matter what? I mean, probably construction, but that's blue collar. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with blue collar. And also, I would think there's some risks to construction. Probably being like an architect. That's probably like a stable white collar job. Like, there's always got to be buildings. I guess maybe not as much in recent years, because it feels like we have more buildings than people who can live in the buildings. But like, I think that would then be more of an issue for contractors who are, you know, trying to actually get building going. But so you would think for being risk avoidant that I would go to that. But instead I aspire to do possibly one of the hardest jobs to get into based on pure statistics of content creation. And so then it's like, well, this is an inherently risky business I'm getting myself into. All right, this has to be enough for more books. It's just gotta. And we can make some more banners. So let me take some. And bam, bam. Okay. Place this. Now we have one that I can copy off of. Now we got a damn nice shield. Okay. Let me make some books. Let's make some books. Okay, that's enough for 3 bookshelves. I will take that. 3 bookshelves. Have you ever done a manhunt like in Minecraft? No. It's like, it's certainly a genre that I feel like kind of, did I put that one too far away? Ooh, I think I did. All right, let me just move the crafting table over. I had some ideas to try to do one previously. That just never kind of came to fruition. Just because it was like, the timing of things didn't work out. Okay, this is 10 Unbreaking 3, or Unbreaking 1. I would love if it could go up another, but I don't think it's going to. Or at least not from what we can do. Where are the lapis? Here we go. Okay. Bow. Unbreaking. You can join my server. I appreciate the invite. Want to start an SMP? Yeah. I won't promise that I'll necessarily play consistently, but SMPs are a lot of fun. Oh, I get this power too. And I can combine these two. Let's grab you and you. This is 4. Whereas this is 4. Let me do this. No, let me do this. And then this is probably cheaper. And I grab this. And you. 5. Okay. That's a solid bow. I will say that I don't know, because I want to, after I do this, I want to do, I've never really played modded Minecraft before. And so, like, I definitely want to try that. That's not to say that I'm not going to do an SMP. Like I said, I will certainly hop on and try out, play a little. But, yeah, I don't really need this power 1 bow. How can I get more XP? Because I want to enchant a better sword. Or how do I make a grindstone? Do I know how to make a grindstone? Send you an invite in email? Go for it. I need smooth stone, I guess. Just grab some cobble. It's I want to play modded Minecraft because I never really done that before. Oh shit, they have bundles now. I forgot about that. They've been teasing bundles for so long that by the time they actually got added. Do I have a grindstone? Or not a grindstone. Stone cutter. I guess I don't, but there's one that the villagers have. Let's go to there. Because if I can unenchant the... What mods do you want to add? I mean, this isn't necessarily that you have to do for your server. I'm saying I want to do like a single player modded thing because I've never done it before. But, like, I don't know. I'll probably just... I feel like I don't even know what mods there are that are available. So I'd probably just find some mod pack that's popular and do that. Oh, by the way, thanks for the follow. Like, just get some... I don't know. I was poking around a little bit the other day looking at what mod packs are popular. And I think all the mods is a popular one. So I'd probably try that. But I don't know, because I just need some like intro one. Where is a grindstone? Hello. You recommend a scary LOD? Or a scary mod? That sounds like a grindstone to my right. No, but that's a stone cutter. That's all I need. Is the name of it a scary mod? Dude, my chair sucks. It's like the cushion keeps flumping off of it. Okay, let me put this through here. Get the XP back. That's a grindstone. Now we can enchant the sword to hopefully be better. I would love sharpness the most. Just for the sake of fighting the Ender Dragon. I'll take unbreaking. But like no smite. No fire aspect is fine, but not helpful for the dragon. Like it needs to be sharpness is our best bet. Give me the lapis. Where's the lapis? Sharp 2. Oh, but I need 4 more levels. How can I do that? I could cook potatoes, I guess. Would that help me? Here, let me remove all the enchants off of these that I can. Where did I put that grindstone? Ah. You have a curse. Alright, just below 10. Just 10. Do I have anything else that's enchanted? This and this. Okay. I can maybe breed 2 of my dogs. That might give me some XP. I'll breed Bones and the unnamed one. You and you. Oh, you're... Which one is... No, not you. Oh, heal. Okay, now breed. Breed! There you go. Baby. Oh, it's not enough. Damn it. I gotta cook some potatoes. You said. Where's the other one? There you are. Sit. Come on, give me XP. I guess I'm probably gonna have to go, or not probably, I do have to go back to the Nether to trade the pigmen. Okay, I need the helmet so I can swap to it. And then gold. Where's the other gold? Alright, that's all the gold. Ugh. Come on. Is there anything I could kill out here? Could pick more potatoes. I don't really need them. Come on! Just a few more potatoes. Actually, I don't know. I don't know the math. Bro, give me enough levels. Please, dude. Please. I could go try to breed some, like, chickens, I guess. Let me do that. I could probably just get it by waiting for those potatoes, but don't leave your dog. They're fine. They'll stay there. I don't need them at the moment, and I'm not going to bring them into the Nether. Chickens are just up here. Chicken. Where's another chicken? Chicken. Come on. No, when you finish this world. I mean, such is life. If I get the, all right, there's 11. If I can kill the dragon, then I might come back to this world and like head as a chicken jockey and keep building on it and expand rather than this mishmash run to kill the dragon. But remains to be seen. Ow. You are next. Okay. Sharp 2. Give me sharp 2. Knockback 1, I'll take. Is it worth? Let's see, what could I get? Fire prot? Ooh, but I could get prot 1, prot 2. Yeah, I might get prot 2. Oh, you're different. Oh. Alright, waste of levels. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Annoying, but fine. Let's put all this away. This way. Okay, we have all of our gold to trade. Put back the lapis. Where are the other potatoes? There. Okay. Quickie sleep. And then to the Nether. To the Nether to find our friend. Our friend in the Nether. Our friend in the friend hole, assuming he hasn't despawned. Now what do I need? I need... That's a lot of not friends. We have a friend... Oh! We have a friend in the friend hole. Where is he? It's over here. I need pearls. I need as many pearls as possible. So... Yeah, I think... Honestly... I have infinity on this. Ooh, did I find a dried gas? No. I don't know if they're out yet. That is a mean pig. Uh-oh. Hi. They are out? I thought they were just out on snapshots. Okay, I will not fuck with those guys over there. What version am I on? 1.21.5. I think whatever the newest fully released one is. Hi, friend. Here's our friend in the friend hole. Take that. What do you have for me? Bro, nothing? You just pocketed it? Do they just pocket anything that, like, isn't an ingot? Come on, give me something. Bro, what is this? They do? Oh, that actually just blows. Okay. That sucks. I didn't realize that. Well, we'll just go for the ingots. Hogs are far enough away. We're in this for the long haul. Bro, you almost hit my friend. Do you get an ingot for melting it? I thought you got a nugget. If you get an ingot, then I was not aware. I was under the impression you just get a nugget. In which case it's... Oh, you do get a nugget? Alright, then yeah, it's not super worth my time to go and try to melt all these down just for a few nuggets. I mean, I guess it's better than just directly giving it to them and then having them pocket it. Come on. No, not gravel, dude. Come on. Be serious. Hello? I'm not even gonna go down there to pick that up. I know I need dream luck. I know I do. It is crazy how he, like... just, like, lied. He just did that and then lied. And then, like, apologized. Or, like, admitted to it a few years later. And it was just, like... that was just kind of it. Can you use a dried gas in the end? No, right? I think it needs to be in the overworld. Because if you could have a dried gas and use it and like fight on it to fight against the Ender Dragon. You can't have it in the end? Oh wait, that's actually great. Wait, you really can? That makes end travel so much easier if you don't have an Elytra. God damn. Think I can take it? Alright, come on. I just need like 6 more pearls. If you grew it in the end. I mean, I assume... What's their hitbox? Are they like a 5x5? Because I would think if they're smaller, then you could hypothetically squeeze them through an end portal. But if they're a 5x5, then I guess you can't. But if you just have like an end ghast, that kind of goes. Like, I guess it wouldn't be very helpful in fighting against the dragon. Because, like, what are you gonna do? That's bad. Bro, you let my friend out? Dude, it's the friend hole, and you helped him escape? What the hell? Alright, well, here's gold. If friend keeps giving me bad traits, though, I'm gonna go over to those pigs over there. I need pearls, dude. No, pearls. Dude. Come on, guys. I need pearls. No, pearls. No, pearls. I didn't mean to throw that. Alright, the leather's not bad, I guess, but... Damn! Holy! I'll take it. Still would rather have a pearl, but like... Holy. Dude, seriously, 41 ingots and 0 pearls? You guys are bad friends. Dude, Soul Speed 3 is nice. Is that max? Bro. Give me pearls, dude. Are you kidding me? That is annoying as hell. I have 9 eyes. I guess I could poke my head around here, see if I can find any Endermen. Because they have... Do they have increased spawn rates in the Soul Sand Valley? Or is it just the Blue Forest? I don't remember. Dude, you guys suck. Great. Any Enderman. Any Enderman. of an Enderman. Hello? Hello? Ugh. What? Bro, I don't want skeletons or ghasts. I just want Endermen. There's a ghast like there that's right at a render distance. Let me crank up the render distance. Or I guess the simulation distance. That really wasn't much of a crank. Where are Endermen? That's a ghast. Gotcha. I need an Enderman. I need a man from the end. But I do not see any. I only see hogs and pigs. Want to see your channel? Sure. Twitch or YouTube? I can check it out after stream. I need to focus on... Yeah, just put a link for it in chat. I need to kill Enderman. 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 Brother, where are they? There's none here? I thought they had an increased spawn rate here. I guess it's just the blue forest. Damn. Alright, well then what do I do? Make animations? Alright, you've piqued my interest. I will definitely check it out after the stream. Where is... like anyone? Enderman, 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 Enderman. Whatever. If I can't find Enderman, I guess I'll go back to my philosophical babble. Go to sleep, blood. I can go back to yapping about nothing. I think... what do I think? I think I need Enderman. That's what I think. I think you are gonna shoot me. Or just get yourself killed and still shoot me. Alright, let's go back to the overworld. I will try to get to the end. Or I guess I can go to the stronghold, and then they normally might have pearls and the such in chests. And I also might find more Endermen on the way there. So that feels like the best chance rather than continuing to try to mine for gold and barter with these guys who keep not giving me anything. Now, do I know the way back? Ow. Okay. Ow. Oh, you're aggroed. Uh-oh. Oh, you're also slowed. Okay, thank God. Okay. Back we go to the overworld. After a completely unsuccessful attempt at trading with the local residents. That's fine. Annoying, but fine. I don't need any more blaze rods. I don't think. So, I go here, and then a left. Alright, so I guess let's set course for the stronghold. And hope that the portal itself doesn't require a lot. And hope that we can find chests in the stronghold itself. Nighttime. So, does time pass? I don't remember. Okay. We sleep. And then we can set course in the morning. Ugh. Now I should have enough food. Do I want to try to make some feather falling? I guess I can. I have an extra rod. I have multiple extra rods. Powder, or stand. Bam. Let me make some powder. I wonder if Mojang regrets doing the phantoms. Just because they now feel like something so universally hated. And so it's like, I don't know, makes you think. I can dump this and this and this and this. Actually, I'll take back that. And you and you and you and you. You. Okay. Bottle. 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 I guess I could also make a regen potion. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's make some awkward potions. And then... what is it? It's... glowstone to increase level. Redstone to make longer. And then... right? Let me check. Minecraft potion chart. Images. Okay. Feather falling does not increase in amount. It just is to make it longer. Okay. I can do that. Actually, do I have any redstone? No. Okay, let me go get some redstone. This is mainly an insurance thing because I am not good at water bucket falls. And I think the Ender Dragon's chief concern, or my chief concern with the Ender Dragon, is the giant knock into the air thing. So if I have something to counteract that, then that's good. Okay. Down into the mines we go, looking for some redstone. Which I definitely remember seeing. Do I remember where I see it? No. I need to get back into the thinky headspace now. Now that I'm back to 0 chatters and it's just me talking. I think... I don't know. Why was I thinking about the Minecraft movie again earlier? I was thinking about the Minecraft movie, but I don't remember why. It's not like I suddenly had a change of heart. Is it just that... I don't know. We'll have to see what movie theaters are like for the next few years. Because they're having to radically adapt to the times. And like... yeah, because no one really wants to go see a fucking movie in theaters anymore, except for cinephiles. And so that's why movies, it feels like, are very often either hits or misses. Like, very much hits or very much misses. Is there damage resistance potions? No, but there's like strength potions. How do you do that? Is that Gapple or... that's glistening melon, ain't it? Ain't it? Is that glistening melon? I don't remember. I think... I don't know. I'll try to make... I'll make the feather fallings, and then because I have the gas tiers, I'll make regen. And then I think that should be fine. And then I may not even need to use all those anyway. Alright. Ow. Because what other ones would I need? Do I want to do the snow golems? It might not be a bad idea. But I need to go mine snow then, which I honestly don't feel like doing. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Add some redstone, make them longer. Then, do I have any sand? No. Let me go dig some sand from the nearby river. We can turn it to glass, and then we can make it into potions, and then regen. Good enough. I'm going home in a few days. And it's really causing mixed feelings in me. Because it's like, I don't see a lot of comfort in it. Like, I don't have like a yay, I'm going home feeling. It's more of like, oh. Because it truthfully doesn't feel like there's a lot for me back home besides my family, which is something for sure, and my Whale Lord plushie, which is also certainly something. But it's like, I only have like 1 or 2 friends that I may end up hanging out with who are back home. And I don't know. Feels like a lot of the strong connections that I had previously have dramatically weakened in a way that's certainly a bummer. But kind of unsure of how I can fix it. And I think also a lot of it's just natural with people going to college and things. Like, not a lot of people hold on to high school relationships after college. Like, it'll only be a select handful. And I mean, I'm only someone who had a select handful of relationships in high school in the first place. But I recognize that a lot of the other people who I had said relationships with had their own more than handful relationships with other people. And so for those, there's a lot lower percentage chance that I'm one of the ones that stick around. So it's a bummer. I think if you look at it too much from a numbers game, then you start to distract from the point of what a friendship actually is. And that a lot of times, even if things don't feel a specific way, it's like, I don't have any glowstone. Well, these are all gonna be for long then. I don't know, that's something I always got in my head about. I look at my friends on social media from high school, middle school, some elementary school, and I see them now, and they look so grown up. Not even like the fact that I still have some older preserved image of them in my head, but rather just that, like, I don't know. They look like adults. They look confident in their skin. They're growing as people. They're experiencing the parts of adulthood that are natural and come about. And it's like me, who's like having deep reflections over life while speedrunning hardcore Minecraft. It feels like everyone's grown up. And, you know, I could either say except for me, or I could say, my version of growing up feels a lot cheaper, I guess. Or immature. I don't know. Alright, Silverback. Let's go for a ride. Okay. This is gonna... These forests are gonna make it difficult. But unavoidable. Where the hell did it go? That way? Oh, crap. Okay, admittedly not the smartest thing I've done. We're already down a pearl. Dude, where did that go? Is this a better adventure on foot? I feel like this might be a better thing to do on foot. I feel like all things considered, it can't be that far away. Okay, Silverback, you stay here. Relatively. And, I can go on foot. Alright. That wasn't the smartest idea, considering the low number of pearls. But considering I have no idea where that could have gone, I think... Okay, this way. Alright. I'll go this way for a bit. I don't know. It's a hard reflection. It sucks to see people who you care about and feel like they're... It's not that it sucks to see people you care about and see that they're maturing. In many ways, it's gratifying. And that you feel some sense of secondhand proudness in them. But I don't know. I guess I'm falling victim to the like common social media trap, which I up until now had been able to avoid, of the comparisons to yourself. Because like I see my friends and they're look all grown up and shit, and they're moving on with their lives and shit, and they're doing adult things. And what am I doing? Practically same shit I was doing 10 years ago. You know, just now I have a microphone that costs $500 more than I did back then. And does that mean that there's... I don't know. I think that doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with doing the same thing. Don't break. Like, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Maybe I just really know that it's that thing that I like. Maybe I've just really truthfully found out that, you know, I do like this thing. And I was lucky and found out early on. But I think it's hard to maintain that level of confidence in yourself. Did I pick up a bowl or a mushroom? Mushroom. I don't know. It feels like now's the time for exploring yourself, exploring the world, exploring the things that make you happy, and I'm not doing that. Which is, you know, okay, then maybe I should be doing that. Well, it feels like I try to do that and it doesn't work. So then what's the answer? I don't know. I mean, that kind of relates back to the Aristotelian ethics I was talking about yesterday. That, like, you know, how do you explore your own sense of calling in life and doing what's right? Who knows? That land on the tree? Damn. That's gonna be a hard jump to make. Let's just turn this into wool and I can make a nerd pole. I don't know. It's a struggle. I'm happy to see my friends succeeding, but it feels impossible due to the nature of the human brain to not then compare yourself to it. Damn, there's a ton of villages. And I feel like, I don't know, again, I'm always more critical of myself than perhaps I should be. But I then observe myself in my behavior. And it seems much more lackluster than that of the people who I surround myself with. Or not who I surround myself with, who I guess surrounded myself with. I guess I don't know. I guess they're only posting their fun photos from Coachella and not the gruesome amount of time and energy and shit that they have to put into maintaining grades and doing labs for science classes and having to drop classes when they feel like they're not succeeding in them. And me in comparison, it's I of course see the gestalt total of my life, and so see the flaws and all in it, and of course it then seems more flawed than the perfect one that is portrayed by just looking at the happy parts. Poppies. Not poppies, whatever these are. Wildflowers. Cute. Wish I could put them in my hair or something in Minecraft. That'd be a cute little addition. I should have brought a bed, because I'm likely going to be traveling through the night. I guess I could just slaughter some sheep, but... Alright, let's turn this down some, because it seems like it's causing a bit of chugging. I gotta say, the new world gen is, you know, cool, and it certainly is nice to spruce Minecraft up after the many years of its largely feeling similar. But sometimes it feels like it adds too much verticality. Like, man, some of these hills and shit are so tall. And to navigate through these trenches and such is no easy feat by any stretch of the imagination. That's bad. That's even worse. Fuck. Ow. Man, you dropped a trident. That's crazy. But you beat the hell out of my shield. And where'd I drop my sword? Dude, where is my sword? You have got to be kidding. Why did I fucking fat finger it? Oh, you're joking, dude. Eyes of Ender, what the fuck is going on? Oh, is that maybe my sword? Yeah, okay. Gotta love Minecraft. I did not bring enough torches. Whatever. We continue on. So it's more this way, I think. Man, he did a beating onto my shield. I guess once I find it, I can just write down the chords, go back home, and then I at least know where it is. I also didn't bring any obsidian for if I want to, like, build a portal there. That's fine. I don't know. I find myself, recently, I have a tendency of lamenting something. Like, you know, I do this with my therapist. Like, yeah, all this is tough, and like, or I don't know, or like I feel mixed about this, and I don't know what to do, and blah 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 blah. And then she'll be like, yeah, it's tough. Which is like the normal thing you say to someone who's like venting about their problems. And then I'm like, nah, but like I kind of get it done though. Where the fuck did that go? This way? I'm like, nah, it's alright. It's not a big deal though. Well, it clearly must be a big deal if I'm bringing it up. If it's affecting me. I simultaneously hold on to the notion that I'm some person resilient who can go through everything without any problems, and you know, I can just keep pushing, while also deeply aware of the problems that rise up in my life that give me flack. Where did that go? Oh, we're like close. That creeper is no fun. You are also no fun. Wherever you are. Can you come after me? Instead of just lurking? Chicken jockey! This is also like quite nearby for a stronghold. Okay, bro. Chill out. That's on you. Yeah, if it's this close, then I can easily go back and forth. Well, not easily. Oh, I'm 1,000 blocks out. Oopie. Where the hell did it go? Oh. Are we... Is it below? I guess it might be. Alright, these are the chords. Minus 273, minus 1360. Like, oh, you know, sounds tough. It's a lot to go through. Yeah, but I cruise it. I mean, I'm not that nonchalant about it. Let me get this coal, get the wood from outside, and make more torches. Chicken jockey. I mean, cruising through life can be difficult, but I think if you get too held up by the difficulties of it, then it lets you lose sight of your own autonomy. Like, yeah, do I think, I don't know. There's some debate I saw between James Baldwin and some conservative. I don't remember his name. but it was in reference to the idea of like systemic issues and systemic racism and the such, and how it inherently makes it harder for black people to do things in their life to become successful, even if we delude ourselves into thinking that society is a meritocracy. And like I didn't agree with the conservative guy who was like, you know, you're too hard on yourself, minimizing yourself to be just a black author, and you know, I don't agree with that perspective because it's a very kind of apathetic perspective to have on the plights of others. But at the same time, I think if you do get too tripped up in your own pitfalls, in the struggles that you have to deal with, then you'll never find yourself in a position you feel justifiable as, like, to win, I guess. You'll be too distracted from carpe dieming, from seizing the day when there is an opportunity available. Is that us? Hello? I was told there might be a stronghold around here. Ow. Uh-oh. Okay. Should I go back to the surface, make sure it's going down here? Or I can go to the middle of this area, see which way it goes. This way. Oh, come on. God damn it. I mean, it certainly seems like where I was digging was the right way to be digging. Ow. So I guess I can keep going down. Where was I? I don't remember. I don't know. So I guess I see myself, like, finding these situations that are, sure, perhaps hard to reflect on. But I guess I always deny myself the validity of feeling that. Okay, what's going on here? I don't need these mushrooms or these bones. Or this. Or that. Ow. There we go. Alright, so it's just through here. Or we're above it. Let me... I guess I can turn on subtitles. Feels a bit of a cheat, but... Yeah, I know the footsteps. Where'd the silver fish? Alright, and I'll just keep going down. Enderman! Come over here, Brody. I will take that. I don't know. I guess I'll keep going down. See if we see silverfish on the subtitles. Or that. That's also pretty promising. I spy. I spy indeed. Alright. Much rather have these diamonds. I don't know, maybe this is what I should do instead in the future. Instead of the hour to 2 hour long ramble stream, I do a however long is necessary hardcore Minecraft playthrough and use it as a conduit to have said ramble stream. Because while I don't feel like I'm getting out all the points that I would normally, nor as passionately as I would, I think in a way this is possibly more cathartic. It's a land I feel comfortable in. Okay. Let me dump these. Actually, what don't I need? Don't need the gravel. Don't need the boots. Don't need the andesite. Is this a stronghold song or just a cave song? Yeah. I think this is definitely a healthier way of doing it than the straight rambling. Oh. What are the fucking odds? Alright. Let's patch up all the lava. What's up, Millie? That's inconvenient. Minus 245, minus 11, minus 3, or 1352. What's that badge? Gilded banana? That's a new one. Alright. I'll put chest on here, set this as our base of operations. I can put all the potions away and all these. I might as well use the Eyes of Ender on this, since there's no real utilization for them for anything else. Still need 4 more. Now I think there is increased chance for oh, hi there. For pearls to spawn in chests in here, I believe. Amethyst ain't bad. You are, though. How are you? I'm alright. How are you, Millie? And, if you're... Alright. Possible ban evader. Man, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. As I was saying, Millie, if you are about to say that you're an illustrator and offer your services, I respectfully decline. If you aren't, and you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't worry about it. My armor trim. That's good. You're not, no worries. Or don't worry. Appreciate hearing that. Bit too common here on Twitch. Okay, so I need 4 pearls. I could go back to trading with the piglins, but I kind of don't really want to do that. However, that currently seems like the best option. What is this? Oh, I've already been in here. What are you? Nothing. So I guess I should also be keeping an eye out for gold. Now I think there was some gold I passed in the mine down here. And so that's, I mean, it's gold that I can use for trading. And that's a dead end. Okay. So I need to trade. So I need gold. I have 2 and 2. That's 4. In case you didn't know. And that's something. Is it what I would like? Certainly not. Is it the way it is? Certainly yes. Where do I go? I don't remember where the way out was. Up here. Have I gone back here? Yeah, I think I have. Man, fully empty is such a kick in the nuts. Okay. I don't have any water down here, nor any good way to get iron. So I can't go straight back to the Nether. There might be some iron in the tunnel down. I just need 2. Now, where is the tunnel up? I guess I can just make a new one. I'll just make a new one. My butt's sore. Oh, I wanted to end at 9. Hey Siri, set a timer for 50 minutes. Alright, let me make this tunnel positive Z. Or not. You think this connects? No, of course it doesn't. I was hoping the water would have gone all the way down. But alas, no. Alright, so let's climb. Actually, there might just be iron in here. There probably is just iron in here. I hope there's wood. Yeah, here's some iron. Okay, come on. I hope I brought... Is that a shrieker? Or just a sensor? I hope I brought wood with me. Why? Why do I hope I brought wood with me? Oh, so I can make a new shield. Because that will likely prove necessary. Hi. Where is other iron? I mean, this is enough for buckets. There's gold. Ow. That's some shriekers. There's more gold. This is very perilous. Okay. With this, I can go back. I can make a bucket. I can get water. I can get obsidian and make a portal from down there. But I then need flint and steel, which I don't have. So I need gravel. Which I don't see. Wonderful. Excuse you. And where's the tunnel down? I just came from out of here. Oh, it's over here. Might be. Okay, wood. Right, back up we go. Perhaps I'm just being too... not superstitious. Too judgmental. I likely am. It's hard not to be when the person being judged is yourself. Like, we all love judging ourselves. It's so easy to do, and you can do it so often. I don't really need that iron. I need flint and steel. What am I doing? I'm going up so I can get wood because I need a new shield, which is just fine. Why 23? Not even above water yet. I don't know. I even remember that it doesn't matter. None of it does. Or it doesn't matter and therefore it matters. It's goofy and it's ridiculous and it's all just people trying to entertain themselves. But I could project myself in a possibly equally disillusional way. Disillusioned? I think disillusioned rather than disillusional. Okay, what is going on here? What's the bow? Power 1, Unbreaking 2. So I could combine for Unbreaking 2, or Unbreaking 1. So I could combine for Unbreaking 2. Damn, it's a mess down here. Continue up. I mean, that's the thing about myself, is I never feel good about being like, yeah, I did it. Like, never. Never, never, never. I can't remember the last time I had a, yeah, I did it kind of feeling. And it's just like, it's not my DNA. I might also need another diamond pickaxe. In which case, we definitely should go back. So I can enchant. Like, I could go on Instagram and post photos of me with friends and be like, wow, look, it's us hanging out. Find pretty sunsets and such. But I'm someone who always has an issue with taking a photo. Like, the depiction of, or it being like some kind of capture of time. I don't have any moral grandstanding reason for this. Did I get a flint? I think this is, it's more rather just bonus points towards me being on the spectrum. But like, I don't know. I don't like getting photos taken of me. I really don't. Truly, truly hate it. If it was a video, I'd much rather a video. Or I'd rather take a video. Like taking a group photo with friends, painful. It's something I need to force myself to do more often though, because it's like, it makes it hard to reminisce naturally. Like there's people I had good relationships with who are much more afraid now. And I want to go back and look back on fond memories of it. But what do I have to look back on? I have no photos. I have no record. Maybe text messages, but that's feels like not really the point. So that's why, like, next time I'm in a relationship, whenever that happens. Is that me back over there? Yeah. Whenever that next happens, which, I mean, who knows when. Actually, let me build this taller. I'm gonna make a concerted effort to take photos. Because I need some way to reminisce, or else, you know, there's nothing. Like, that's also why I really want to do that idea of, the You Should Talk to Someone podcast, which I've just been too busy to really get work done on it. And, -259, -1231. We're just gonna go back. Damn, I have gold in that chest down there. I think, I don't know. Like, I'm finding myself getting perhaps a bit freaked out by, like, the fickle, is that the right word? Fickleness of a lot of my relationships as of late. Not in purely the romantic sense, but in the social sense as a whole. And that I feel like recently there's just been a lot of instances of things ebbing and flowing in a way that feels unnatural to me, or that I don't like, and raises alarm in me. Irregardless of, is irregardless and regardless mean the same thing? Regardless of whether or not that's justified. Like times where a friend doesn't respond to a text for a few months. Or whatever. And it's like, you know, that's bad. That's even worse. And so it's like, I don't know, it freaks me out. Because like, my friendship with this person is disappearing as in front of my very eyes. Whatever can I do? Oh, fuck. It's gonna be gone forever. And so I think if I can find some way to, like, I don't know, like, I have good friends, but also some of them be flaky as fuck. And it really gets to me. And I think that if I, in some truly odd way, if I felt that I had some documented proof of a stable connection, whether or not I even go back and watch it, like, to me, would then be nice to have, if that makes sense. And I feel like it doesn't, but I don't think that's necessarily due to me poorly explaining it, but rather just because it's an odd concept. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm always a very, like, you're not fun. I'm always a very, I forget the word, but like an anxious lover, that's not the right word. Like a very, like, clingy kind of person. I always phrase it as territorial. But like I think it extends past like just relationships or physical things. I mean, it's like both. And so I think that like when I have a lot of friends who are the most undiagnosed white girls with ADHD, and it's like they'll just casually not respond to texts for possibly weeks at a time, and it drives me bonkers. It's like then I need some, or it's like then I'm like, part of me then freaks out of like, oh, things are fleeting. They're not interested in being friends anymore. Like they don't care as much. And that, I don't know. And then it almost feels like something that's going away. But if it were to feel like, well, no, it's not running away. Do you think this river cleanly connects? Do I have the boat on me? No, I don't. But if it felt like there was some way to, like, keep it to capture the nature of a friendship. Even though you can't really do that, even by just a recording of two people interacting over video. I also need to figure out how much of a balance I want to find between, like, friend banter and interview. Because the original idea was more of like a Dr. K style. But Dr. K is more interviewee. And that then kind of goes against the idea of like capturing a friendship in some way. Also, you see the clip of Dr. K just calling Pirate Software arrogant? I know it's like probably an out of context thing because they're likely having a discussion about arrogance in the first place. Okay, this doesn't go anywhere. Don't call it a weak attack. I don't know. That's been interesting because I feel like Dr. K and Pirate Software are two people who are widely regarded in the online space as being like incredibly smart and wise and intellectual, but also flawed. Because like, I don't know the drama. I mean, calling it drama feels grossly reductive. But like everything that happened with Reckful and Dr. K, like that was Reckful's passing was like right around the time when I first started getting into Twitch in the first place. So like I didn't feel a lot of the emotions of it that other people did, or know the context of it that a lot of other people did. But I know there's like some messiness there with Dr. K. And I think similarly, while I haven't stayed up to date, I am more aware of Pirate Software during his like prominence recently. Respawn point set. Yeah, that's really good considering it's hardcore. Well, like, I don't know. I haven't kept up with Pirate Software, but it does seem like there's been a lot of stories in the past 6 months of him kind of acting like a fucko. And so I think, I don't know if arrogance is necessarily the correct issue that Dr. K seems to think it is, and that clip that I saw seems to think it is, where it's like Pirate Software saying how he doesn't understand people calling him arrogant because to him it's just like providing more context and like necessary context. And it's like, yeah, that kind of does sound like how an arrogant person would think of what they're doing as. But it's also at the same time, how do you pull that apart from normal, like, self-justification. I don't know. Nor do I think there's an easy answer. But it's just like seeing these like two. I didn't watch the whole. I just saw the clip. I just saw a few clips. But like these two people who are regarded as like being very smart, going against each other, and not necessarily in a combative way, but just like in an oppositional way. Like I didn't see them arguing or anything, but just like, you know, Dr. K calling a pirate software to his face, like saying that's the most arrogant thing I've ever heard. Certainly oppositional. Hmm. There was a certain point where I felt like I started getting rubbed the wrong way by pirate software. And perhaps it is just arrogance. Too much arrogance from him. But I think, I don't know. Yeah. It feels like I might check out. But like, also who am I to say? I'm just some guy sitting playing Minecraft. Imagine this is bookshelves. Fuck. I'm just some guy sitting playing Minecraft, not knowing the realities of what it's like to be a 30-something-year-old man who I believe has been divorced and has had a storied history with the gaming industry and coding, both as part of corporations and individually. So who am I to say? But, you know. That's like, there's a clip of Atrioc talking about his brother. Or like some fight that his brother had with his dad. And his dad said like, you know, you're really arrogant or something. Or like your worst feature, like you're so smart except for your arrogance. And then the brother retorted with, you know, if my only flaw is that, then I deserve to be arrogant. It's like, damn. But also kind of based, but also kind of damn. I felt like I caught myself getting a kind of big head earlier in the semester. I think like right around the midpoint. Because I felt like a lot of my classes were just so easy. And I was crushing them. And it truly wasn't an issue. I was getting high B's, mid A's, high A's, low A's, doing fine while other people were struggling. And so it led to some development of an ego, I think. And I don't know. I remember noticing it and being very alarmed. Because I felt like it was beginning to get in the way of how I acted normally, as well as like possibly my own natural human empathy and sympathy, which is the part of me that I care the most about and care the most about maintaining. Okay, this was definitely where I left Silverback. Now, where has he gone? So that freaked me the hell out. But I think, I don't know. I kind of don't like it when you're like, you know, there's a problem and you're trying to deal with it. And someone's like, well, you recognize it's a problem. And that's the first step. It's like, well, yeah. But what the fuck do I do? And I think, like, to me, normally that kind of feels like a non-statement. And where did Silverback go? There he is. But I think, honestly, in my case, having someone be like, well, you pointed it out, and you realize it, and so think about it. And originally I was like, fucking that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't help me. But I think actually just having noticed it then led to me making more of a, putting more of a mental effort in to moderate my behavior. Again, not that like I was like egregiously getting an ego and acting like an asshole. But it was like I was picking up little behaviors that felt, or I was doing little things that felt asshole-ish. Like I got the high score, or I got a 93 on a test. And I got emailed that score by the professor. And then in class, he was talking about what the high for the test was, like what the highest anyone got was. And that's bad news. And he said, that is very convenient. You can do that now? Oh, that's just so much better. Don't go in the portal. And he said, like, the high for the test was 92. But of course, I got 93. And so then, for some reason, I felt it important enough for me to, in the back of the class, try to, like, gesture upwards. Like, to do, like, a thumbs up. Like, that's what I meant it as, but the thumbs up was more like calling attention to myself. And then he was like, he noticed, and he called on me. And I was like 93. And I don't know. It was like, did I possibly in a big picture sense, yeah, I guess it could be argued that I deserved that, you know, opening to be able to brag. Or like, it's not like the bragging was undeserved. But whether or not something is deserved is not indicative of whether or not it should be done. Is the death penalty deserved in a lot of instances? Perhaps. Should it be done? No. You know? Would beating the shit out of someone be deserved? Would Hassan beating the shit out of Ethan Klein be deserved? Arguably, yeah. Should it be done? I don't think so. But I think even, like, that's also a weak analogy in the first place, because it's like, well, all I got was a point higher on the test. So it's just bragging about getting that extra point. So is it really necessary? I mean, it's deserved, possibly, because, like, yeah, I did get the point higher. Wow, how cool is that? But at the same time, why the hell did I do that? There's no point in me doing that. All I was doing was just, what? I don't think I did it with the goal of bragging. That was not my intention. But then what was, you know? Like, I don't think it was to brag. But then what was the goal? I mean, it was probably just to, like, correct the record in a playful way. But is it really necessary to do that? No. It's not necessary to correct the record on what the high for the test was. It's completely arbitrary. And so like I like immediately after realized like, why the fuck did I do that? And that stuck with me. Cause even though it was certainly minor, big picture, to me it felt like a big deal, since that felt very out of character for me. And so that stuck with me. Can I smelt you? Oh, I can. That isn't really worth the coal. Okay. Is there anything else I can smelt since I already activated the furnace? I guess the chicken. What do I need? What time is it? It's 8:40. I don't really want to go back into that cave that I found here. Because, well, like, I guess I could go to the left. Because I've been primarily going to the right. I only have 2 diamonds? I have more than 2 diamonds. Did I leave them? Crap. Okay. 78. Let me go down. See if I can find a diamond. Come back up. Make a diamond pickaxe. Enchant the diamond pickaxe. Or here, I'll go down with an iron pick as well. Oh. And go until the pick breaks. Hopefully get a diamond pick. Iron pick. Second iron pick. Oh, I should make some bundles. How do you make a bundle? Bundle. Bundle. Can you put bundles in chests? Is that how does it work? Gotcha. Okay. So what do I have a bunch of small shit of? You and you. You. And you. You and you and you. You and you. 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 Bam, 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 bam. A roof. Rough. A roof. Rough. Rough. A roof. Okay, full bundle. You can leave that there. Time to go back down into the mines. Into the mines. First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft. They didn't even do any fucking mining. And they also said that after they crafted all the stuff necessary. Also, I talked about this on the podcast episode about it. But like the kid doesn't even do anything that innovative with the crafting. Steve's like, wow, you're such a fucking, that's next level. You're legit, dude. You are the legend. Dude, that's such an embarrassing moment in the Ethan Klein debate. You're a coward, and I am the legend. Dude. That's bad. That's some shit you can say and seem cool in at the latest 2014. At the latest, dude. Ripping that even in 2017? That's embarrassing. Ripping that in 2025? I keep thinking it's 2026 for some reason. Ripping that in 2025? Dude, you are a coward, and I am the legend. Kicks back. And it's not even done ironically. It's not anything. I am the legend. Oh. Truly, truly embarrassing. I will say that, I watched the... Did I talk about this yesterday? I don't remember if I did. But I watched the iDubbbz content deputy offline. And, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. Was it deserved? Yes. It was deserved. It was criticizing Ethan on a much more personal level. On a much more antagonistic level. Which Ethan certainly deserved. Because he's been acting like a child. That being said, I feel like the content cop itself was refreshing in how it was largely a much more empathetic approach to being critical of someone. And this was just a lot more personal attacks. And I was like, that's fine. But I think it also, I don't know. It began to step so much more into the drama of things, which was the criticism that Hassan also levied, and that it felt like a return to form of the other content cops. And it's like, in that way, that kind of blows, because it feels like, well, Ian was supposedly like graduated from that and evolved past that. And so these just like pointing out of hypocrisies and misconduct further is like unnecessary, or regression, I guess, in some ways. Even though it's what the drama slop tubers probably want a lot more. But it, like, I don't know. Because the content cop itself was meant to be, or is clearly, at least to me, is meant to be like a condemnation of Ethan's behavior purely on the basis of behavior. And like trying to give him a charitable perspective. And like, you know, pointing out his hypocrisy. And like, in terms of the discussion on a greater Israel-Palestine level, like it mainly functions as, sure, an attack on Ethan, but more so as proving how his rhetoric is disingenuous, I guess. But like, then this is just more like, it felt like complying to the drama slop tubers who have been eyeing this whole situation. It's like, alright, let's fucking start rolling around in the slop. Let's make this a show. Let's take off the kitten gloves and actually go at one another. And I think, I don't know. It's just a very stark difference between it and between the content deputy and the content cop. And that, like, I don't know. It's interesting. Part of me wonders Ian's own thoughts on it. I mean, he's probably still revved up, understandably. But, like, will he down the road regret it because it is more just a continuation of the drama slop? Or will he feel like it's more deserved and a proper fighting back justification of himself? I think it also in a sense, doesn't really hit Ethan's main criticism, which is why didn't you talk about the CPS call? Which personally I see as a invalid criticism, irrelevant criticism. But if it's meant to be a rebuttal to that, it doesn't feel like it really does that well. Because Ian's justification is just, well, it's because you talked about us right after the CPS call. But, like, you know, that doesn't necessarily do a great job in separating the two. You could still make the same claim of you should have included the discussion of the CPS call. I should really be mining this iron. I just don't care. I just really want gold. I don't know. It just gave me pause because while it was like, damn, he's going for the throat. Damn, he's pointing out the shit that Ethan's not saying, like how he did kind of explicitly say his kids were crawling around in dog shit and eating it. Like, it's getting into it for drama's sake rather than for discussion's sake. Where is gold? I guess I can try going down here instead of up. I don't know. I think in a way then it also kind of plays into the slop tuber's hands by not having it staying centered on Israel-Palestine. But then, admittedly, like, neither is the original content cop. That's bad. Like, the original content cop very infrequently talks about, like, actual Zionism and anti-Semitism and this stuff. It mainly is, like, discussing how Ethan is responding to these things that he feels. And so it's more an analysis of his behavior in response to what he perceives as anti-Semitism. Whereas this is just like, alright, well, down to shit slinging. And I feel like that kind of letting it regress into pure shit slinging kind of distracts from the severity of the original discussion, that of Israel-Palestine. Now so much of this has been focused on things like the CPS call and this and that and whatever. And Ethan's behavior. Now it's like justifying each other's behavior rather than justifying each other's behavior and how it relates to the genocide. So it's like, that's a different discussion. And so part of me is then, I guess, sad that Ethan is falling into that. Deserved to kind of get into that because of how... Did I say Ethan? I meant Ian. They have two similar names. Deserved because of the fact of how much Ethan has been making this drama slop. But nevertheless, still unfortunate. Can a man get some goddamn gold? Because that's all I GD need. I just need gold. I don't need iron. Or redstone. Or fucking copper. I just need gold. I just need gold so that I can barter with the pigs. Do I enjoy bartering with the pigs? Hell no. But I must. It is the only feasible way forward. Unless I want to go for nether exploration. Which I don't really want to do in hardcore. Bro. Please give me some gold. For the love of God. Have I been here before? Maybe. Gold. 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 That's iron. God damn it. I need gold. Call me Mansa Musa the way I fucking consume gold. Gold, please. Dude, I feel like I'm normally swimming in gold. Now there's none to be seen. Here we go. 1. Wonderful. Alright, here's some more. $10 gold. What a truly revolutionary amount. Alright, I think the mineshaft is a bust. I think we've done all the exploring we really can in here. Hi, Moons. We just playing Minecraft. We just doing some casual Minecraft. I need gold, but do not have any. Moons. Moons. We are doing a little bit of crafting. Indeed, chat. Genuine question that my therapist wanted to ask you. How do you get a job in editing? Because I know you've also been looking into it some more recently. And been forced to look into it more recently. Because I saw some of the things you posted on Twitter. And it was just like... It looked like fucking LinkedIn or Indeed or whatever. And it's like, can you really find good editing stuff on there? Or I guess you may not know if you're still looking, but... Gold is a bust. We persevere. Albeit bummed. Man, there's really... Dude, I need gold. I need gold. Indeed, Twitter posts, connections, YouTube jobs, yeah. That was kind of what I was thinking. And so try to, because I'm trying to you may be getting a little bit of competition, but I never get anything from LinkedIn, but Indeed is pretty useful. Good to know. I've also just been on the lookout for some recently. Looking for something over the summer, preferably. And so that's what I was thinking. But I was kind of squinking, but I didn't know for sure. Aw, my timer's going off. No, I need to get... Dude, fuck off! I'm trying to leave social media and burnt out from influencers. Real. Fucking real. It has been... It has felt like an echo chamber, not in the, like... everyone the same opinions being bounced back and forth, but just constant noise being bounced back and forth. Like, oh my god, there's so much shit that it's impossible to keep track of. You go on Twitter, you keep seeing that one 12-year-old who's a Destiny fan, that posts clips of H3 in a way that always makes Hassan look as poorly as possible. And it's like constantly some new clip of like new fucking shit going on. And then I just couldn't care about anything that's going on. I don't care about any of these motherfuckers. Real. Like, why is there whole ass conversations happening about like Pokimane was with this person and said this about billionaires, and everyone's now, huh, you're a millionaire. Bro, who cares? It's like, I don't know. I think it's hard to tell. Oh yeah, stupid motherfucker's trying to convince me the bleach sword is anti-Semitic. Yeah, I mean all of that. There's so much with that. It's like it doesn't... It's constant chirping. It's like, man, I don't care. Like, I think... I don't know. It messy. For sure. When you say you're trying to leave social media, do you mean like just in terms of consumption or in terms of your own personal production as well? Like, are you thinking of switching more to editing for like mainstream? I lost interest in a convo on Twitter and I told the dude I didn't care and he got mad at me. Okay, but like low key, that's what Ethan did in the debate. Like low key. So like I understand the frustration, but also it is fair to just be like, I don't fucking care. We're done here. Like that's fair to do. I've definitely done that before. I think it's also different though in the context of Twitter replies versus like an actual intentional debate. You're talking about the Switch 2, I couldn't care less, man. Fair. Valid. I mean, yeah. What is there to actually, yeah, what is there to even care about with the Switch 2? The game pricing? I feel like everyone kind of agrees it's too high. What else? Man, this is all the gold I got. I guess I wanted to come back for the new pick. Yeah. Truly, you're right. I don't know what there is to care about. The damn thing hasn't come out yet. There's nothing to be said. Unbreaking 2? Sure. That's pretty good. Alright. Ooh, stretchy. I can't believe I need so much more gold. I don't know how I can get more, because I don't want to do strip mining. I'm trying to do like a low-key speed run. For my personal work, I'm trying to get out of like the main influencer rant social bubble. I'm fine working at a company, editing shorts for them, or editing corporate stuff. That's understandable. That's understandable. I think it's like, I don't know. I think what's interesting is, while I know what you mean about the main influencer circle, trying to move towards more graphics, motion design stuff also. Yeah, I've been seeing you post about it on Twitter. It's looking pretty good. Like, I don't know. It always feels like there's constantly the alternative available, which is to just find like interviews of rappers and then put like a backing track of like one of their songs and then do like animated words that they're saying. Like, that's always an option. I don't know. It feels like that's something I've been, I guess, thinking about more as an editing, is because, like, an editing job, is because it feels like, in particular with editing, like, so many people just let you get away with so much. And what I mean by that is that, like, for a lot of YouTubers, they wouldn't give a shit if you were to just, like, start without their permission, make a new channel, and edit their Twitch streams and stuff. Yeah, not gonna lie, I've been considering making a Gideon clip page because he encourages it and I could just farm views and money. Exactly. Like, especially, I'm gonna send you this directly because this was actually a super informative video for me. I'm gonna put it in chat. This was, you may have seen this. The librarian that does Northern Lion videos, he made a, like, how he does it video, and holy was it, like, so interesting, I guess. I mean, probably only to us nerds who know editing, but I'm gonna put it in chat. I would definitely check it out if you're considering doing that, because, like, I don't know, because it certainly does seem like a more and more plausible option. Like, if I really wanted money, like, I could just go edit Hassan streams. I mean, that may be a bad example because I might get tired of the politics at a certain point. But, like, I could go to any streamer, pretty much. There's few streamers that I know who are explicitly like, no, don't edit my stuff without my permission. Yeah, I would definitely watch that video. It was super interesting. Like, I don't know. So it's like, if I really want to, I could just, like, pick up, you know, pull up my bootstraps and do it. But I think there is some, inherently, some, like, mental disconnect because, like, it feels different. That feels different than, than if you were to, you know, try to pull up your bootstraps and do that for your own, that's a hog, and do that for your own content, because then it's like, well, I'm building myself up. And it also feels different if it's, nice. If it's, my passion was burning for this shit a year ago because I knew, and I had a chip on my shoulder, and now it's like, damn, I proved I could do it. I just want to get a decent little paycheck and vibe. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that completely. One of like my worst traits I found about myself is I don't have a golden helmet. Fuck. Is getting the best work done when I have the chip on my shoulder. And so then no chip. It's like, well, what now? Where is the other entrance? Do I have to go through that one? I guess I do. No, I'm over here. Like, that's when it feels like you're most passionate about a project and stuff. At least in my experience. And so then to try to maintain that same work ethic in a healthy way, that's like, I'm just doing this because I want to do it. Whereas, like, sometimes you just need to be fucking pissed off. Oh, you suck. Where do I go? I go here, then here. And so it's like, then is the answer, I got a potential long-term vlog editing job. I'm hoping I get it. Hell yeah. If I do, I can chill and just edit for them. Hey, here's hoping. Best of luck to you with it. Yeah, I feel like that would be great. I feel like vlog stuff is also great potential. I mean, it very much depends on the style of the person you're editing for. But like, that certainly feels like something where there's a lot of different potential and things you could do with it. Like, you can make it all like spunky and funny and whatever, or you could just as much try to do more like serious and not serious, but like more like artsy fartsy, focusing on things like color grading and the such. I did my trial edit and it was actually fun to edit. Hell yeah. That's interesting. So did they ask you to, so they contacted, did they contact you back and do a do a trial edit? Is that what happened? Or did you voluntarily do the trial edit first and send that along with your like original application? Oh, fuck. Damn it. Oh, shit. I found them on Indeed, actually. At first, they wanted a trial edit for just short form, but they liked my edit so much they felt I could contribute to long form also. That's nice. Damn it. Dude, what a... oh, I got so screwed by that damn portal. I mean, the nether portal luck was crazy to get it right inside a nether fortress. That portal, that's fine. But the end portal to have 0 pearls in it? Dude. Oh. I gave the piglin so much gold. Fuck. Damn it. Let me log back in. Yeah. Oh, damn it. All right. Let me pause. Damn it. All right. That's all for today. I was planning on ending at 9, but I was pushing longer for that. But that. All right. Well, look. Okay. That was the first run. It was a first attempt. First run, first real attempt at it, and I got so far as the Stronghold for hardcore Minecraft. That is solid, considering zero previous experience, really, with Minecraft speedrunning or hardcore. That does fucking blow, though. So... Alright, I'm gonna call it there for today. I will definitely be back tomorrow to continue at that new world. Yeah. Damn it. We're at 8:31:46. Okay. Okay. All right. Pull it together. We carry on. All right. Let me go to YouTube and end the stream. And then go and beat and the Twitch one as well. All right. How the hell do I do this? Good night. Yeah, we end here. Well, I get to go watch The Last of Us in the new rehearsal. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen the rehearsal, I would very much recommend. It's on fucking Max. Max. HBO Max. Poop butt. But, like... it is certainly a fun watch, if you haven't already. I'm watching you.